Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Legit Matters, Show one and only your favorite host, Big Fisher. Yeah, give them. They go here and run straight to the matter. We're talking about what is going on in Nigeria, the floods, the situation, the casualties, and how we can prevent the flooding and the displacement of people in Nigeria. But before I go any further, don't forget to hit that like button, drop your comments, and subscribe. Back to the matter on the flood issue in Nigeria. We're talking about the intensity of the floods is happening in different parts of Nigeria. You can check the states: Benue State, Kogi State, Delta State, Bayelsa, South, Middle Belt, Kogi. Here and there, there's so much flood, and the victims of this flood are suffering and suffering. They don't have aid, they don't know where, they don't have any place to go, they don't have shelter. So the government, if the government really has the people in heart, people like Peter Obi, who claims or who says he has the country at heart, who has care, who shows care for the people. Lately, he went to donate 5 million naira to the victims of the flood victims in Benue State and in other places, and he has been doing good work. So Piro, you know what you can do. These are one of the things the government can do for the people when it comes to flooding, because flooding has been affecting people for quite some time now. It's not a new thing that has been affecting the people who live along the rivers, like people along the river Benue, along the river Niger, people around Port Harcourt, Rivers, Calabar, all these people around the water waves. People have been dying from such casualties, from such disasters, from such natural disasters, man. And what effect? Basically, these are one of the few things the government can do to help the situation of flooding. First of all, the people have to play their own part, because the people too constitute one of the biggest problems when it comes to flooding. Because one effect, the government made gutters for the people in the community in some places, but the gutters are very narrow, and to make the matters worse, the people in the locality and the people in the environment, they constitute nuisance by going to turn the gutters to their trash can, their trash, their dustbins, by filling the gutters with so much dirt. So first of all, the people themselves should stop putting dirt into all this gutter and make sure they clean the gutter, the water waves. So first of all, the government needs to provide big gutters, big drainage systems, to be able to make the whole water, to be able to evacuate lots of water to a particular dam whenever there's flooding. The government should create big dams. The government should create very good shelters for displaced people, very good shelters. The government should provide humanitarian services for all these people who have been displaced, should give them assistance, should give them stipends, should give them allowance, should provide food and shelter for the displaced ones. The government should provide good drainage systems, not all these little gutters, big gutters, big underground drainage systems, which can be directed back to the sea. The government should provide, or NGO bodies should provide good blockages that can able to block all this overspilling of water from the banks. Big water barriers. The government should provide some barriers for the people, for the people of the various communities in which they have been affected. Also, the government should provide amenities, should make the meteorological stations well equipped, so that they'll be warning ahead of time, so that they will be able to give people warning to relocate from those places. Matter of fact, you can give people warning to relocate, but if they don't have a place to relocate to, that's a big factor right there. You should put that in consideration. So there should be incentive, there should be a place where people can relocate to, and there should be facilities like transportation to be able to carry people from wherever floods have appeared or wherever floods has taken place to a good location. They should be able to be given food, clothing, shelter, all this kind of stuff. And the government can also learn from countries who are surrounded by water bodies like Netherlands and cities like Florida, Israel too. They have lots of water problems too, but they have learned to manage all the situations. So you can learn from all those people, all those countries who have been able to take care of all their water problems. Places like River State, Port Harcourt, Bayelsa, all those riverside, they usually get so much floods because of the area in which they are. They are just basically sitting on water. So definitely they get more floods whenever the floods come around. People around River Benue, River Niger, all these kind of people, they have hit with floods so much. And matter of fact, the death toll for the floods this year is over 800 people. 800 people lost their lives. That's the government's number, but definitely it's going to be more than 800, and over 1.5 million people have been displaced from flooding in Nigeria this year. 1.5 million, that's so much. That's a very big number of people being displaced, families being displaced. So I just feel the government can be able to do better, provide big dams, big dams to be able to accommodate so much water, provide big drainage systems, provide facilities that will check the level of the water in the water bodies, to provide good drainage systems, provide good healthcare facilities, provide good logistics, provide good welfare for the people who has been displaced. And there are a whole lot of the meteorological systems which give people heads up, which give people warnings ahead. They should be equipped so that they're able to know that floods, this kind of floods and rains might come around sometime, some year around this kind of time. So warnings should be given out. This is one of the few things the government can do, our NGOs can do to be able to prevent the floods. So everybody should just pray for the families who has been displaced, and make sure if you have something and you are well to do, you can be able to donate to charity or bodies who will help those people who have been displaced. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and drop your comments, man. And make sure you help someone who is in need, who has been displaced by the flood. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop your comments, and sign up, man. Subscribe. Au revoir. Living you with peace and love.